Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Sunday Messages, even though it's coming out on a Monday. So, today is the 44th episode of Prayer and Tarot, which I cannot believe. Honest to God, I really cannot believe how much you all have enjoyed these. I'm beyond honored to hold space for all of your prayers. I'm really happy that I've been doing this for, quite some time. I think I'm coming up on a year of doing these. So thank you so much for everyone who's stuck around and everyone who participates and holds space for other people. You guys are awesome. And yeah, I'm just in awe of you all. So thank you. But anyway, let's get into it. So some of you might be new. I'm going to post this episode on YouTube as well. So let me give a quick guideline for YouTube. If you're listening to this on YouTube, please do not request a prayer in the comments. You need to go to the link in the description box to submit a prayer, okay? That's just going to make it nice, neat, and tidy for me. And that will also indicate that you want me to actually hold space for a prayer for you on the podcast. Because if you don't go through that channel, I don't technically have your consent to feature it in the podcast. Does that make sense? So anyway, if you want a prayer, go to the link in the description box and make that happen. Or go to onyxhealing.com because everything's on onyxhealing.com. It's amazing. So the way that this works is that people have submitted prayers on my website. And I am going to go through them and I'm going to phrase them as I'm in agreement for. And so what you're going to do on the opposite end of this is you are going to be in agreement. This is like an energetic yes for the prayer to be fulfilled. I'm saying yes to this occurring in the 3D plane in this lifetime. Okay, so this first one is for Lacey. And I'm in full agreement for you to lean into loving yourself and connecting to the core of your being, the innocence that is worthy of love, because that's really where we want to go with self-love, is innocence. And I'm in full agreement for you to receive mental and physical healing, the resources, the practitioners, the books, the whatever you're needing. I'm in full agreement for you to really get the resources that you need and the right information coming into your hands. Okay, this next one is anonymous. I am in full agreement for you to heal from your parents' abuse. It looks like you're dealing with anxiety and panic attacks. I'm in full agreement for you to move into working on that nervous system regulation and really hammering out those details and healing all of that. I'm in full agreement for well-being all around for you. Okay, this one is for Susanna. I'm in full agreement for you to reach inner peace of mind and soul and really being at peace with your past. And I would also say I'm in full agreement for you to honor your past and the wisdom that you've gained from any hurts, aches, pains that have been inflamed on that level. I'm in full agreement for you to extract the wisdom from them. Okay, this next one is for Lindsay. Okay, so it looks like you just moved from Chicago to California, and you're kind of dealing with an issue of like wanting to move into something or feeling like and then as soon as you look at all the steps, you kind of shrink and hide away from it. And it looks like there's some financial anxiety as well, not knowing what's going on with your job. So here's what I'm in agreement for. I am in agreement for you to start looking at money as something that is not directly in relationship to your job, like your money, your ability to pay your bills. I'm in full agreement for you to see that as its own thing. Your relationship with money is your relationship with money and nothing more. Okay? So I'm in full agreement for that. I'm in full agreement for you to really get into the energy of receiving money and for you to find your flow with income pouring into your life. I am also in full agreement for you to stabilize yourself, root yourself into knowing that your needs are being met. I'm also in full agreement for you to ease into the transition in what you want to do, whatever it is that you desire. I'm in full agreement for the steps, just the first couple, to be clear and easy and evident, and for you to cultivate the courage that you need to start moving in that direction. I'm in full agreement for you to see the path ahead clearly and for you to actually tap into your specific connection to source so that you can actually hear the guidance, whether that be your soul, your higher self, whatever you like to call it. I'm just in full agreement for you to listen to that part of yourself and for the money piece to be something that you can work on independently rather than trying to intertwine everything all at the same time, because that can be really overwhelming as well. So I'm in full agreement for peace, resolution, for calm waters is what I'm really seeing for you, and to actually have a little bit of space for creative inspiration to thrive and then taking aligned action from that space, just one baby step at a time. I'm in full agreement for that. You've got this. Okay, Francina, this one is for you. I'm in full agreement for financial overflow. So much money, so much more than you even know what to do with. I'm in full agreement for you to stay in the energy of receiving money and for that to be something that continues to get easier and easier and easier for you. Okay, this one is for Brittany, and I'm in full agreement because I know you're asking for a clearing, and that's really unethical and unsafe for me to do like this in this format, so I'm not touching that piece, but let me give you something else to work with. So I'm in full agreement for you to recognize your wholeness and your completeness in this moment. I'm in full agreement for you to remember that your energy is yours and yours alone. It is not something that other people can violate. This is something that you're already whole, you're already complete, you already have that, but you have to claim it. So I'm in full agreement for you to claim your entire energetic body and to remember that you're already whole. This is not something that other people are going to take from you, even if that is a story that has been something that has manifested in negative ways for you previously. So I'm in full agreement for your wholeness, your completeness, for your entire energetic body to stay within your physical body, for that to be completely aligned, and for you to remember your power and remember that in order for someone to take something from you energetically, you're the keeper of permission when it comes to that. So remember, you're actually in control here. You're in charge of your energetic body. Nobody else is. All right, this one's anonymous. I'm in full agreement for the well-being of your wife who is battling breast cancer. I'm in full agreement for the information, the resources, the practitioners, whatever is needed for the next step in her soul's evolution in this lifetime. I'm in full agreement for that to enter your life and that be something that is supportive, healing, and integrative. Full agreement. This one is also anonymous. I am in full agreement for you to have a restoration of courage, for you to really lead with your heart, and for you to also be connected with a wonderful business partner that's in a harmonious relationship and a good fit for you. I'm in full agreement for that. Okay, this one is anonymous, and I'm in full agreement. I know you're saying let go of the past, but if you've heard me talk about letting go, I kind of think it's a total crock. So let me say I'm in full agreement for you to be at peace with the past and also integrate the past. So it's something that you just include. The wisdom is what you extract from it. The integration of it is actually what matters most. And for you to exercise neutrality around different elements whenever that emotional process buds for you. That's something that you can't exactly force, but it is something that you can practice and work on. So I'm in full agreement for neutrality, peace, very similar, like the calm waters is what I was saying earlier. I'm in full agreement for you to receive an abundance of money from your past home. And I am in full agreement for you to be or find a home in nature and to be supported on that level. I'm in full agreement for you to evolve out of your parents' house and move into your own space. I'm in full agreement for this to be the right time and the resources coming to you right now. Okay, this one is for Mallory, and it looks like you are manifesting a living situation and you're getting stuck in the trap of too realistic. So I am in full agreement for you to remind yourself and remember the power of all that is, whether you call it God or the universe. I'm in full agreement for you to remind yourself and remember, and for this to be fully restored, that whatever issue or block or unrealistic nature that might be sitting in front of you right now, that it completely be wiped away by the power of God, the universe. So I'm in full agreement for you to tune in to that side of things and for you to remember that your desires are your North Star, that is actually the direction that you do want to go, and that is inherently God-given. I'm in full agreement for you to release any fixation on blocks or any obstacles that are perceived. I'm in full agreement for you to remember your own creative power and the co-creation that you actually are able to tap into with a higher power. I'm in full agreement for you to manifest your dream home and location where you can thrive in your healing practice, and for you to also get into the groove of tapping into letting the universe show you the way and to listen to your intuition as you do this. Full agreement. Okay, this one is for Renee. I am in full agreement for you to continue walking with strength down the path of self-love and healing, even when times get tough. I'm in full agreement for your father's continued health and evolution and well-being. And I'd also like to add, I'm in full agreement for you to be in a right relationship with your father's soul's path. So I'm in full agreement for there to be autonomy within both of you. That's also what's coming up here. So I'm in full agreement for you to fully be in your integrity, and I'm in full agreement for your father to be in his soul's integrity as well. Full agreement for all of that, full agreement for well-being and healing and love, love, love all around. Okay, this one is anonymous. It looks like you are experiencing a company that you're working for is not keeping people safe. So I'm in full agreement for your well-being and safety regardless. I'm in full agreement for that to be what lives inside of your body and what you're embodying fully. I'm in full agreement for you to step into shifting jobs and connecting with a high-paying, fulfilling job where you are respected and valued. Full agreement. Okay, this one is for Phil. I don't fully understand this prayer, so I'm going to do my best. I'm going to make it as concise as possible. So I'm in full agreement for full body health, and I'm in full agreement for financial resolution. Okay, this one is for Elaine. I am in full agreement for the well-being of your son. I'm in full agreement for him to really align with whatever he connects to most in this life. And I'm in full agreement for high-quality relationships being in his life, for his stability. And also, I'm in full agreement for you to trust his autonomy and his path. I'm in full agreement for all of that and for your well-being as well. Okay, my friends, it's time for a card. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, the sun. Okay, I'm getting a lot of play from this card. I'm getting a lot of connection coming up. I'm also seeing this as ownership, like owning your desires, owning and putting some conviction behind ease And I know this might sound crazy just because I know that so many people experience pain and suffering, which it can be almost like an abstract idea when you're in the middle of hardship to even perceive things getting easier, which I completely understand. But I'm also getting with the Sun, it's like that childlike innocence of kind of being able to move through the world oblivious. And I know that sounds kind of bad, but stick with me here. It's more about just being very present. Like being present in the desires, being present in what you know to be true for yourself, being present in all the things that are important to you. And as cliche as this is going to sound, there's this energy because the Sun represents childlike energy. And with that, it's about being okay with where you are. And I don't mean that in a complacency way. I'm saying being at peace with, okay, even if this moment is uncomfortable, feeling and having this experience is something that will move. But in this moment, it may be uncomfortable. I might still need to tune in and get a little bit of support from God, or find a thread to pull, or look for some inspiration, or maybe I'm trying to manifest a solution right now. But for all of you listening, I know that each and every one of you have experienced miracles, whether you like to believe it or not. They've happened. You know, you've had crazy things happen where it's like, wow, I can't believe I got out of that, or wow, I can't believe I pulled that off. You've had those moments. And it's about reminding yourself that those moments exist and that you have made it through life 100% up to this point, even if shit was hard. And so there's this stability in being present, in being in acceptance of where you are, and the innocence of knowing that there's more, that miracles can occur, that things can happen, that there is more to this whole earth adult thing that we're doing here. Because let's be honest, our wounds make us jaded. You know, when we get burned a few too many times, we start to expect being burned. And the Sun is helping us shift out of that this week, like really looking at maybe there's something more, maybe something better is coming for me. But I would add, put conviction behind that. Like, expect a solution, expect something better, expect resolution to the situation, expect the money, expect. Because there's so much. Don't let the jaded nature of adulthood and life, because yes, life is tricky. The 3D plane is tricky, but still stand in your conviction that there's something more to this, and let it ride, let it go with that. And don't be afraid. If you can swing it, have some fun, enjoy yourself, tap into a little bit more pleasure this week of things that just bring you joy and make you happy. Lean into that and marinate in it, because it's really going to serve you well. All right, everybody, that is all that I have for you today. Make sure that you sign up for my newsletter, because it is one of my favorite things to create for you all. You can check it out in the show notes, or you know what, go to onyxhealing.com, because it literally has all of my work, all of the links, everything. Everything is on onyxhealing.com. I'm also currently taking applications if you would like to work with me. I have a new format for that, so make sure that you check it out, because I am doing way more in-depth, customized work with people, and there's a lot of options now, so we can get on just an exploration call, talk about what do you want, what do you need, what are you looking for, what are you wanting to do, what are your goals, where are we needing to do some healing. So I am happy to get on an exploration call and discuss that with you as well. So make sure that you check that out. Again, onyxhealing.com. It's just the little button that says work with me. So that is all, everybody. I am sending you so much love, so much care. I know that there's still a lot of intensity in the air right now. I hear that, I understand that, and I also know that a lot of shit can go right. So I am in full agreement for things to go well, for things to go right, and for the highest good all around. And I will talk to you next time. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.